right, y'all, it is independent curriculum time. I've got an entire basket full of things here to share with you, so let's dive in. Just a quick little introduction, recap, let you know where we're at in case you are new here. I am a homeschooling mom to one, and my daughter is going into third grade this year. Yes, we are just getting our school year started. It's a whole thing. But today we are talking independent curriculum. So this basket, if you have been around for a little while, you know that we don't really do morning baskets. I've actually implemented what I call an independent basket. And basically it's just that. It is all of the work that my daughter focuses on and does independently in our homeschool. We do plenty of subjects together. We have plenty of together time, but especially her being an only child, I think that it is very important to help create that habit and the confidence to work independently. And we have been working on that for a couple of years now, but our independent basket has really grown this year. And so I am excited to share these things with you. You will see some things that you have seen before, like the life journal from Not Consumed. I recently got this. Well, I say recently. It's been a few months now that I did the Not Consumed haul, but we got the life journal in there. She just does a page out of this a day. This is really wonderful. There's a girl's version and a boy's version for the life journal. Then a new thing that we just started that she is very excited about. I'm interested to see how it goes. She's excited, and so I wanted to give her the opportunity, but this is not something that I am really planning on being a super successful thing, and I'm not really going to stress over trying to keep her on top of it this year. But the introduction, the idea, all of that of keeping track of a planner. Now, mind you, again, she's going into third grade. She's 8.5. So she wants one. Mom has one. She thinks it's so cool. And she has been keeping track of some things in here. We'll see. We'll see once the school year actually starts and gets going. Hopefully she will be able to keep up with it. But even if she isn't, it is undated. So even if we need to kind of put it on the back burner, or if she just stops doing it, we can always use it later in the year or even next year because there's no dates in it. So not too bad, but we're going to try it out. And then the next thing from Not Consumed, if you guys can't tell, I love Not Consumed. They are wonderful, is her Bible study. Now, this one is Keep Thy Heart. She is she's not quite halfway. She still has a little bit to go in this one. She's already been working through this. We have slowly been trying to get back onto a rhythm and a schedule. And I always kind of start by slowly introducing our independent studies back in. That just kind of helps get us back in the groove without too much pressure. So she has already done a little bit of this. We love their Bible studies. I cannot recommend them enough. This is the junior level, and she does that by herself. There are times where I do need to offer a little bit of assistance, or she needs some clarification on things, or she needs help kind of interpreting what the verse is saying in the way that makes sense for the question, things like that. But I would say 90% of this she does on her own. So if you're looking for something, that's the one. Next is just a simple wide ruled notebook. She is very excited about having this instead of having the notebooks that have kind of the dotted lines in the middle of the line, the really big, I don't know what they call that, but you know what I'm talking about. This is a big girl notebook, and she's very excited about that. And here is her copy work and her writing prompts. Nothing fancy. I will just write her writing prompt in here, and then I also will write what she has for copy work and where she can find it. Right now, she is copying things out of the Ology book. I don't have it right here, but y'all know which one I'm talking about. So that goes in here. Then the last thing, I made myself just a list of vocabulary words and writing prompts just to keep it easy for myself. And I put it on this clipboard. That way I'm not trying to look something up every day. So just a fun little hack. If you have things like that that you know that you're going to need, just get you a clipboard, write it all down, and then I'm just highlighting them as I use them so I know which ones we've used and which ones we haven't. But last thing from Not Consumed, we got this towards the end of last year and we have really enjoyed it. And it's their reading journal. This is a complete reading curriculum for grades 2 through 5. And this is only done once she has completed an independent reader. So I do assign independent readers to her. Once she has completed that, she will go in and fill out just one of these sections. There are different sections for different types of books and things like that. So she just finds one that matches the type of book that she just read, and it requires her to pull out different parts of the story, different character traits, just a lot of different elements of reading and literature, but in very small bite-sized pieces. And so it's really, really wonderful. We love the reading journal. Just a few more things here. I grabbed this vocabulary journal. I will try and link it for you if I can. You just write the word at the top and then the description, write it in a sentence, synonyms, and draw a picture. She's just doing one of these a day. Super simple and easy, but having this separate journal by itself is actually really cool. And she loves that. She loves to have everything to have its own space. Next up, one of her friends does this particular book. And when I mentioned that she did it to my daughter, she was very excited. And she's like, oh my goodness, if she is doing it, I need to do it. That's so fun. That's so great. And that is the Draw Right Now. And it's Wendy's daughter over at Plan Prep Pray. One of her daughters, they have kind of become little pen pals. And so anyways, her daughter had completed this at one point. And so when I told mine, she was like, well, if she's done it, I need to do it. So this is super fun. Just gives her like that little art piece that she really likes, but then also gives her some more copy work and handwriting practice. And for that, she actually didn't mind keeping this little notebook that I got several years ago, because it actually works really well with having the space to draw at the top and then write her words at the bottom. So as you see, she has done a couple of those because, like I said, she is very excited about that. And last two things, we have handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful. This is level 3, which she is super excited about because she gets to learn cursive. So she will start cursive this year, which she is very much looking forward to. That was her encouragement for finishing level 2 last year. And then of course, lastly, we have Math 4. Now, Math 4 is designed to be done independently, and that is the route that we are going to go. However, I still will be involved in math. I'm going to go over everything every day. We're going to look over review questions. There is a mental math book that I do with her before her lessons, things like that. So it's not completely hands-off, but it is definitely, the main part of the lesson is definitely done independently. So I am looking forward to seeing how this goes this year. I think she's really going to enjoy it. And that's the independent basket. So those are all of the things that my daughter works on her own. Now, I will tell you, that seems like a lot. I know. You're like, oh my goodness, what do you do together? Well, I actually will have our new schedule video will be out next week. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that. If you want to see how I make all of the things work and still have time for dinner and our extracurriculars and all of those things. But that is it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.